Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of August 27th, 2023. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And we've been building toward this time all summer. It's a very powerful week with a rare super blue moon on Wednesday night. But before we get to that, let's talk about yet another planet going retrograde on Monday. So there are currently 5 planets: Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Venus, and Mercury, and the asteroid Chiron in retrograde, which is chaotic and confusing in and of itself. And now Uranus, the planet of revolution and change, is joining the party. So tomorrow, Monday the 28th, Uranus goes retrograde until January 27th, and we feel this retrograde's influence the most on those 2 dates, Monday and then again in January. So while it's not uncommon to have a few planets in retrograde at the same time, having 6 is definitely a rare treat. Plus, both Mercury and Venus retrograde together can be an intense combination. Like, this is a lot. But hang in there, because we only have 1 week with this combination of retrograde planets before Venus goes direct next Sunday. This summer, we've gotten our PhDs in retrogrades. And as we know by now, retrogrades are an invitation for us to review our lives, to look within, to make changes, and to move forward in a new way, albeit slowly. Uranus retrograde in particular teaches us to be adaptable and open to unexpected shifts. And it's a time for introspection, when we're reevaluating our goals and making changes. On an everyday non-retrograde basis, Uranus's job is to free us from beliefs that have become outdated and situations that are too structured or maybe even boring. So when Uranus goes retrograde, we get a break from all these changes, which gives us the opportunity to breathe a little bit. So in whatever ways our lives have dramatically changed, or any sudden or shocking events that have taken place in the last few months, this Uranus retrograde allows us to integrate some of those changes. We get a chance to slow down and re-regulate our nervous systems. We're also dreaming up our next big thing during this time. Uranus focuses on freedom and independence and authenticity. So you may find yourself starting over and making changes that feel uncomfortable in the moment, but are totally worth it in the long run. And then on Wednesday the 30th, we have a super full moon in Pisces. And because this is the second full moon of the month, it's referred to as a blue moon. And blue moons are ultra rare. They only happen every 2.5 years or so. Hence the phrase, once in a blue moon. But their occurrence is something we want to pay attention to. And this year's blue moon also coincides with a supermoon, which is when the moon is at its closest point to the Earth, making this moon even more rare. So this is a powerful, powerful time of transformation and new beginnings. And as I mentioned, the retrogrades and all the energies all summer long have been building toward this week with 6 planets retrograde. And this full blue supermoon, which is in Pisces, is the cherry on top of all the changes we've gone through this summer. A supermoon supersizes the energy of whatever sign it's in, and this one is in Pisces. And what this means is that we're going to experience some deep feelings, grief, sadness, and heartbreak that have been stored in our psyches. So get the Kleenex ready, because we are about to go deep. Sometimes the only way to get past and release these feelings is to go through them. So Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac. It rules the dream realm, the subconscious mind, and the transition from life into the afterlife. It opens our spiritual channels, which allows downloads and spiritual guidance to stream in right now. And the strong retrograde energy also amplifies our intuition and our psychic senses. We are connected right now. And with that, we can expect lots of clear signs, lots of coincidences and serendipities, and messages in our dreams. We may even receive visits from our loved ones who have passed, maybe our spirit guides or our angels. So once again, a lot of energy is swirling around right now. And you may feel a little lost at times during this full moon because Pisces is the master of illusion. So one great thing about the retrogrades is there's no pressure to move forward. If you feel lost, just be lost for a minute. And no, it will only be for a minute because our channels are so open that you will have clarity soon. Pisces is a water sign known for its creative energy, making this a perfect time for reflection and self-discovery and setting intentions through music, dance, and art. It's prime vision board making time. Also, since Pisces rules over the feet, walking meditations are a fantastic way to harness this energy. So while our outside world is muddied by all of this retrograde energy right now, our inner world becomes our sanctuary. This is a time for us to go within, to connect with our inner world and to recognize how much wisdom we do have. And society doesn't really prioritize making time for stillness or being patient or being in a state of non-action. But this is the best way to not only make it through, but to embrace this magical time. Because there is magic in the air under this blue Pisces moon. Having 2 full moons in one calendar month brings a big surge of release energy. So something is going to exit your life. Probably a relationship or a job. So whatever is up for release, chances are we'll feel changed. And we'll be left with some new space in our lives. And while this space may feel unsettling at first, it gives us hope and holds the potential of something new sprouting from this experience. We just need to be patient for this new sprouting to begin because the retrograde energy is slowing everything down. And then there's more, of course. A few days after the full moon, Venus stations direct after being retrograde since mid-July. And Venus retrograde is a powerful energy that we've been working with, and it can trigger issues around our relationships, our money, our self-worth, and our values. So if these themes have been showing up in your life since July, this full moon helps them reach their climax so they can finally be resolved and completed by the time Venus goes direct on September 3rd, 4th. We're finishing all this stuff up this week. It is likely with the clearing energy of this full moon that a relationship or money issue will be cleared for us. And there is soul transformation underway with this blue moon. We're moving through some important times and some extraordinary energetic frequencies. And while things may get a bit shaky, all of these astrological happenings are meant to do one thing, which is to move us forward toward more authentic lives. And that's it for the week. I opened registration for my Women's Wisdom Circle this week, and there are only a couple spots left. The circle is for women who either due to external events, maybe a career change, retirement, divorce, or internal pressures. Maybe you're feeling restless or uncertain or feeling overwhelmed. You realize that a change is needed, but you maybe really aren't sure what that change is. So the circle meets every other Wednesday for 4 months, and it starts on September 6th. It costs $350, and I suggest if you're interested to sign up, you do it very soon, and I will put a link in the show notes. So I will also be releasing a full moon spiritual practice this week too. So if you're ever going to honor a full moon, this would be the one. It will be pay what you can, so more people can access it, and I will release that on YouTube on Tuesday. So as always, thank you for listening, liking, subscribing, commenting, and passing this podcast on to a friend who may find value in it. I am off to watch Barbie. Can't wait. I think everybody's seen it but me. So have a magical week, and I will talk to you again next week.